up, everybody? Welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. On today's video, we are going to be talking about my last and final video, and that is my third trimester symptoms, some tips I have for you guys, and some tricks that you probably don't know. So these are all the symptoms that I personally got in my third trimester. So this does not mean that you are going to get that, okay? Disclaimer. This is only what I have, and these are some tips that helped me, so I want to help you, okay? So in this trimester, now, of course, most of my second trimester symptoms rolled over to my third trimester. Great, that's amazing. So just go ahead and let you know that if you were watching my second trimester video and you were looking at the symptoms, no, 90% of those symptoms did not stop. They definitely transferred over. So the very first thing I had was body aches. So my back was aching. I had leg pains. I had leg aches. I had hip aches. I had everything that could ache on your body. That is what I was experiencing. So, I mean, basically what you can do about this, if you are hurting that bad, I do suggest that you go and see a chiropractor, or you can go see a physical therapist to help you out. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not a big deal, because it really can be a big deal and something can be broken. So you really should go ahead and just listen to your own intuition and get that checked out. The second thing that happened to me that was very weird, this actually happened to me about a week and a half before I gave birth, is that my fingers were numb. So if you see my hand right now, this finger, and this finger is still numb. 1 month postpartum. I have not been able to feel these fingers in almost 5.5 weeks. So it could be common, I don't really know. I actually forgot to ask my doctor about it. I mean, I think that it could be carpal tunnel after research, and I've also been talking to some moms as well, and they say that it is normal, but I think that it is crazy that I have not been able to feel some of my fingers. So this can happen to you too, so don't freak out. I didn't really freak out. I was just like, well, okay, 3 fingers gone. I guess I just don't need them. Another symptom that I had was that I was a lot thirstier. So typically I try to drink, well, at least I try to drink about 1 gallon of water a day. I mean, even if I'm not trying though, in my third trimester, I actually had to, or probably more than that, because I was just always thirsty. And this just comes from your baby just getting bigger. So you're thirsty, your baby's thirsty, you're about to give birth, your organs are just fluctuating. I mean, at this point in your third trimester, your organs are almost to your neck. So if you follow any of the apps and you look at all of your organs inside, they are all scrunched up. They used to be this big and now they're this big. So a lot of things can go wrong because of that. The next symptom that I experienced was a loss of appetite and lack of hunger. So this is not good for me, because I can't really brag about my pregnancy experience to say that I was able to eat whatever I wanted to eat and that everything was just so great and I was just so happy with eating everything, because this was so annoying trying to figure out what to eat for dinner. I mean, I don't really eat leftovers anymore. I used to be a major leftover girl, but I am not. I don't really like to eat leftovers, even postpartum, but it's because of my pregnancy. My pregnancy really jacked me up, because I am not the same chick from before I gave birth. So I don't know. This is also very common. It is due to all of your organs, again, being very crunched up and squished up. So you're just probably not interested in eating that much, or sometimes eating at all, but you have to eat because your baby is huge right now in your third trimester. So you have to keep your baby safe. You have to keep yourself safe. So still eating something small is better than not eating at all. Next third trimester symptom I had was breathing. I have felt that I could not breathe pretty much my whole entire third trimester. Again, it's because of your organs being squished up, and it's very annoying, especially when I am trying to sleep. I feel like someone is literally cutting my breathing tube in my body. This can happen to you in your first trimester. This is kind of like a repeat. In your first trimester, you can also kind of feel like you can't breathe. That's really just like your baby or you just getting accustomed to everything else. So it can come back. It can come back in your third trimester, so don't fret. Next symptom I had was swelling. So typically you do swell really bad in your first trimester. For some people, it kind of goes away your second trimester, depends on what you're eating and if you're working out and your body dynamics or whatever. But your third trimester, especially when you're about to give birth, you are probably gonna be looking like a huge cow. Kind of like how I looked in my birth story video on my channel, if you've seen. I don't look like that anymore because all the swelling is down. I have not been able to wear my wedding ring since my 5th week of pregnancy. That's how much I've been swelling the whole time. My shoes, none of them fit. Right now, I do live in Germany. If you didn't know, right now it has been like snowing and everything like that. I have so many boots, I have so many clothes, can't wear any of that, couldn't wear any of my coats. Still can't wear them a month postpartum, gotta lose some more weight. Still a little bit swollen now, but not really. I mean, my hands, I have really big hands, so anyways, the swelling in my hands is still there. I am kind of starting not to swell in my ankles and my feet, but since we're hanging in there, we're trying to get together because listen, it's been a rough road, especially with the swelling. I don't really go anywhere, so I can't really tell you if I can fit back into my old shoes or my old coats because I don't go anywhere. Of course, the obvious next symptom is that you're gonna pee more. I mean, we don't really have to talk about that. Now, you may have diarrhea, and that is also very common because your organs are squished up. So yeah, you may have to go to the bathroom a lot and it may be a lot going on. Of course, you're not supposed to be having diarrhea multiple times of the day or every day. So if you are, you do need to go to your doctor or go to the hospital so they can check you out because something may be wrong. Next, I did develop insomnia. I was still sleeping, but like during the night, usually I can sleep straight through, but I was just waking up because I was so uncomfortable while I was sleeping. So yeah, insomnia was off the roof, off the charts. I just be up 3 to 6 a.m. just up. Just woke up, only slept for 3 hours, and now I'm just up. So that can happen to you. So if you're a sleeper like I am, it's probably not gonna really bother you that much because I mean, I don't know, I read somewhere where when you're becoming a mom or you're pregnant or whatever, you know, you just don't value sleep as much as you used to before you're pregnant. So girl, I don't know what to tell you. I think that is true. I mean, I'm not saying the article was the best and most reputable article ever, but I think so because I'm used to getting 11 plus hours pre-pregnancy, and now I probably get like a smooth 5.5, 6 hours every day. But of course I have a newborn, and that's still great if you have a newborn. But yeah girl, sleep before you give birth, child. So the next symptom that really freaked me out, I don't know what it is necessarily called because I'm not a doctor, but all I can tell you is that sis, it happened to me and it hurt, okay? So basically what it is under my right breast, I developed, only when I laid down, only when I was laying down, I developed a burning sensation. I developed this about a month, or no, about 3.5 weeks to 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks before I gave birth in my third trimester. So this was very new. As soon as I hit my third trimester, y'all, matter of fact, as soon as y'all saw that video when I went to Berlin, when my husband and I went to Berlin to just like go and have fun and let it be our last hoorah trip before we have a kid, that is when ish started to fall down, okay? When the day that I left Berlin was literally the day that I started my third trimester, and that's when everything started breaking loose, okay? Everything started crumbling down, okay? That is when everything started going crazy. Basically, I started getting that burning sensation. I told my doctor about it, and of course, it is normal and it's very common. And of course, nobody else who I know who has ever been pregnant has ever had half of the symptoms that I've had. But basically, it is a burning sensation, and it's usually always under your right breast. And basically what this is that the baby is kicking you, or the way that your baby is positioning, the baby is scrunching you right there, and it's basically just kicking you in your ribs. So it's a very sharp pain. It's kind of like an aching pain too, and it can ache all night. The only way to stop this pain is to stand up. So just imagine every single time I'm trying to go to sleep and I have this. It doesn't matter if I sleep on my right side or my left side. I always sleep on my left side because basically researchers say that you need to sleep on your left side when you're pregnant because your blood flow is just working better for you and for your baby. And plus, trust me, sleeping on my right side was a big no-no, and it was very uncomfortable and sometimes painful. So, and I definitely could not breathe on my right side. So this was happening when I even slept on my left side. So I just wanted to add that little tidbit because it really freaked me out and it was very uncomfortable. And it's like, golly, I'm already 213 pounds, y'all. That's how much I was at the end of my pregnancy. I'm already 213 pounds. Mind you, my pre-pregnancy weight was like 150 pounds, like 150 pounds. I'm 5'2", all thick, baby. Look it up, okay? Everything is right where it needs to be. But anyway, so just imagine on my 5'2" body, 213 pounds. I don't know, a lot of people tell me that I don't look like that's how much I weigh, but that's how much the scale says. So I ain't lying about that. But it was awful. It is gone now that I'm not having a child inside of me. So I'm very grateful for that. Next thing is stretch marks. So I really didn't have stretch marks my whole entire pregnancy, but as soon as about 2.5 weeks before I gave birth hit, stretch marks everywhere. I mean, really, I'm being dramatic. It wasn't everywhere, but it's definitely on my stomach, on the sides of my stomach, and on my hips. They are definitely shrinking, and some of them have gone away. I have a few right here, but it is the same color of my skin, so you literally can't even see it. So that's pretty much it. I am not really tripping about my body right now. My body is actually, and I'm losing weight, like not even trying to, really good for my liking and my own standards. I don't really care though, because like I said, before I had my daughter, I genuinely thought that it was gonna be very hard for me to get pregnant, and I was always sad about that. I never really spoke about that because I had endometriosis, a whole bunch of cysts on my ovaries. My freaking cyst bent my right ovary. I had to have emergency surgery almost 5 years ago. I mean, all of these things that I've had. So I always thought that it was gonna be hard for me, or that I couldn't get pregnant. So the last thing I'm gonna do is be tripping about my body or trying to be looking like freaking Halle Berry a month postpartum. Like, that's not my goal. That should never be your goal. If you're watching this and you're pregnant, don't even worry about stretch marks, sis. If they come, they come, okay? If it's really bothering you, go get the BBL. I mean, what? Like, it's really not that big of a deal. You carried a human. Some people genuinely cannot have kids. So just be grateful that you can do it, okay? Just be grateful that you can carry one. Since we're already talking about skin issues, remember, I don't know if you guys have seen any of my other videos regarding the symptoms. So I have a first trimester symptom, I have a second trimester symptom, and now I have a third trimester symptom video. So basically in my second trimester, I talked about like skin discoloration. I talked about how my neck was getting darker, and basically like my skin was just changing colors. It was not even tone like how my skin usually is, and I was freaking out because it's like, why is my neck 3 shades darker than my face? Why is my chest having discoloration? It's like, dude, what? Can I please just be one skin tone like I'm used to? Okay? So my skin actually started getting worse towards the end of my pregnancy. Like right here, I can't even show you guys right now because I have this dress on, but basically right here was like 3 to 4 shades darker. It looked like I had a collar. That's what it looked like. It looked like I literally had a collar right here. And also my neck was darker than my face, obviously. Underarms, super, super dark. My underarms have never been dark in my life because I take very good care of my underarms and my body. And I do scrubs, I do hyperpigmentation scrubs. Listen, I am up on it. So it don't matter what I did. I do lemon scrubs, everything to make sure that all of my skin is even tone and stuff like that. But y'all, it's literally just because you're carrying a human being inside of your body, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So thank you guys for looking at this video. These were all of my third trimester symptom tips, tricks, symptoms, everything. I'm so happy that I was able to share this with you guys. I know a whole bunch of people were telling me and like, oh my gosh, like you're not pregnant anymore. We're not gonna get any more of these pregnancy videos and I need help and I wanna know. Well, don't fret, okay? I still have a couple of more pregnancy videos inside of me, okay? I'm not done yet, okay? I have a couple of more things that I wanna talk to y'all about. I want to chit chat about when it comes to this pregnancy stuff, okay? Because it's really no joke, okay? It's really no joke. So again, thank you guys for liking this video. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. And if you're pregnant right now, drop below in the comments. I want to know your due date. I'm trying to be nosy. Like, what's up? When you popping them out? Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later.